Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Lego release September preview. Quite a long title, I know. Basically I'm going to talk about the sets that coming out this coming September, so from 1st of September all the way throughout the month. The sets that we already know that have been announced and officially can be pre-ordered from lego.com. Now, there are some small sets, some bigger sets. Basically, I've put all the sets that I thought will be good for you guys to look at, and maybe some of you will be interested in them. There are also some of the sets we're going to talk, maybe put them in at the end of the video, that I think are really good. However, we need to talk about the pricing on them. So how it's gonna go: the first half of the video is I'm gonna talk about all the sets that are coming out, and the second half of the video, I'm gonna link that in the description, exact time frame of it. I'm gonna talk about pricing of these sets because it's really uncool of what Lego is doing at the moment, and I think we need to have a chat with them about that. Right, let's go. So without further ado, let's go through this list. Okay, so the first set I wanted to show you guys is this Wally and Evie, coming out on 1st of September, $59.99, 811 Lego pieces, so quite well priced. Disney IP, remember this is a Disney IP, maybe not as big as other ones, but it's priced quite well for that. This is cheaper than, let's say, Star Wars helmets for very similar amount of Lego pieces. Obviously it's a bit higher than your normal set would be, but still it looks very cute. You have Wally and Evie and this little cleaning robot. This set looks a bit bigger than I thought it was. It's actually smaller than I thought it was. So it's quite small. If you look at one of the pictures here when it's on the desk, you can see the size of the hands next to the robot. They are quite small. Obviously it's only 811 Lego pieces, so it's not gonna be massive, but I think it's quite packed. I wonder if these are all stickers or these are prints. It's hard to tell from those pictures. It would be really cool if these are prints, but I doubt that they have that many. Maybe the one with the Wally here at the front, that's a print. Rest of them might be stickers, kind of similar to a Peely Bone. It had very similar yellow tiles, and these were mostly stickers. Wally has a little compartment where he can put in some trash or some stuff. You can hide it there. The same with the Eevee. You can put a little shoe pot with a little plant, I guess, inside it. I can't remember the movie itself, so I can't remember how that relates to it, but it looks cute. I mean, I think it's something worth your time if you into Disney characters. I think it looks good. So yeah, that's why it's on this list. Next one is Nike Dunk Trick Shot. So that's another one from this lineup of Nike and Lego sets. The same one like Nike Dunk X Lego that we had in July. This one is slightly smaller, $34.99, 454 Lego pieces. So priced very well, I must say, with one minifigure. This Nike shoe actually moves up, so you can pretend that this minifigure is going towards the hoop with the basketball. So that's pretty cool. And it is rated 10 plus, so it's more for kids than probably adults. But I guess if you bought the previous one, Nike Dunk set. You probably want to have that one, so you have the all in the collection. There will be one more of these coming out as well, but it's not. I don't think it looks that good, so I didn't actually put it on the list. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. I think it looks good, and definitely if I have bought the previous one, I'll have buy this one as well, because I can imagine they look quite good next to each other on the shelf. I really like the basketball here at the back, in the background, in the logo sort of thing. That looks very nicely done. I don't know if that's a sticker over it or if that's, I can't really tell. I think that might be a sticker over the tires here. I think it looks cool. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. Okay. Next one. So obviously the Wicked Part 2 is coming out very soon, and Lego has quite a lot of sets dedicated to it. And this one is Emerald City Wall Art, £139.99 for 1,518 Lego pieces. So not bad Lego piece count to the price, especially for the Wicked IP, which obviously is not as big as other IPs that we have in Lego lineups. This wall art, as many other ones, has a bit of a 3D effect. You do get 6, well, if you include the dog, 7 minifigures, which is pretty good. You got the Tin Man, you got the lion, so that's pretty good. You got the Dorothy, so that's more of Wizard of Oz part of the Wicked, as we're gonna see in the movie anyway. The first Wicked was more of a prequel to what happens in Wizard of Oz, so bear in mind. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It has a little compartment for these 4 characters plus the dog, 5 characters. Is this supposed to be a straw man? This third character here, is that supposed to be a straw man? Does that make sense? I mean, we have a lion, we have a Tin Man, and it's supposed to... I need to check this out, actually. What are these minifigures? Bear with me. I didn't actually think about it. I thought that was... it doesn't actually say. But it will make sense if this is a strawman, because why would they include a Tin Man and a lion and not the strawman? I don't know. That wouldn't make much sense to me. Unless, yeah. Unless it's the wizard, the wizard warlock, whatever he was called. No, it can't be, because like that wouldn't make much sense, would it? I don't know. All right, we have these characters basically. Obvious. Okay, so that's coming out. I think it looks really good. I don't have any other wall art, so I probably won't be purchasing that one. But from how it looks, you can put it on the wall, you can put it on a shelf. Very colorful, very detailed as well. Yeah, I like it. All right, next one is Glinda and Elphaba bookends. So obviously we had the Glinda and Elphaba already in the previous set in the wall art. Here we have bookends. So we have 2 sides of it, one for Glinda, one for Elphaba. Kind of like we have book nooks, but this one are specific book ends that you're supposed to put on a shelf behind your books or in front of your books to hold them up. These both hold both Glinda and Elphaba inside. So you can put the characters inside these books. So that's pretty neat. The same with the other characters can be hidden inside the books. I think that's really well done. And you still got six minifigures. Yeah, I think that's a very neat set with a little roses, flowers, pink here. Lots of small little details, probably something that you can find in the movie as well. Yeah, really neat set and not badly priced. 109.99. Many of those book nooks were 109.99 or very close to it for 1,327 Lego pieces. That's a really good price for that many Lego pieces. Really good, I must say. Again, another IP, Wicked. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. If you value your money, if you buying Lego on if price per piece ratio, this one is definitely one to get. All right, next up we got many actually, advent calendars. So starting from Lego City advent calendar, they are already showing up on 1st September. I'm very sorry if you're allergic to Christmas. The advent calendars are already showing up. Bear in mind, these will be massively discount in November, towards end of November, and if you can wait past 1st December, this will be basically half price, or at least £5 less. So first one, Lego City Advent Calendar, 186 Lego pieces. Cool, quite good lineup of minifigures, I must say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minifigures. That's not bad, and they're quite unique. You got the guy dressed up as a Christmas tree, guy dressed up as a reindeer, polar bear, and you have Santa Claus, Miss Santa Claus, and I guess parents with their camera and the alien ball shaped thing. For minifigures, this looks pretty neat. For 20 quid, you get that many minifigures. Not bad. In terms of other items in the box, meh, very weak. But if you want to get some cool minifigures, and I'm sure this one will be discounted heavily, so maybe just wait. Right, next one, Lego Harry Potter Advent Calendar 2025. 278 Lego pieces, 29.99. So obviously here we're coming with a big IP, Harry Potter. I'm glad that all those advent calendars are kind of the same price, except for the Lego City. They didn't raise the prices specifically for Harry Potter, so that's good. So again, you get a good selection of minifigures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures. Have that in mind. 8 minifigures, quite a lot. The selection of item is pretty good. They're not the tiniest ones. You got Patronus, you got some spiders. These coin ones look a bit weird, but okay. You got some owl, you got some, I guess, grip hook, that is, frog. Yeah, so that it looks pretty good. I like the look of this one much more than the city one. So, and they all have printed tops, torsos. The legs aren't printed, which is a shame. And I think you only get Harry. Yeah, from popular characters, you got only Malfoy and Harry. These are no-name characters, I guess. I don't know. Or you're supposed to just guess who that is. But yeah, if you're interested. Next one, Minecraft. This one I'm gonna be getting for my son, definitely. $29.99, 300 Lego pieces, so more than the Harry Potter. This slight caveat to this one, the minifigures look slightly different, obviously, because it's Minecraft. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 if you count Creeper. So depending how you count it, you get 8 minifigures. There's quite a lot of items. You could probably just reuse it for your Minecraft set or for other sets. I'm sure my son will be happy. There's also a polar bear. Yeah, I think he's gonna be happy with this one, and we're gonna be opening them together. I'm gonna get him a Minecraft and gonna get myself maybe a Harry Potter one. Gonna be opening that on the 1st of December, obviously. So yeah, I think this one is worth it, especially if you have a sibling or you have your kids interested in Minecraft. This one is the one to get, and I think it's not the worst price per piece ratio, especially with the many minifigures, and obviously they're quite unique as well. So yeah, next one, Frozen is coming back. I can't remember when we had the last Frozen movie. Never mind. 231 Lego pieces, so not that many for 299, but that's a Disney IP for you. And we get dolls, so not many Lego fans, I can imagine, will buy this. So we got 1, 2, 3 dolls, plus Olaf, plus the reindeer. Yeah, this one is a hard pass for me, definitely. I only included that here just in case you're interested, but let's be honest, it's not that great. Right, next one, the Star Wars calendar. I had one last year and I was a little bit disappointed, especially with minifigures were good, but the rest of it was quite weak. This time I think the small models are alright, but the minifigures are basically missing. You have droids instead. So you got your C3PO, you got some battle droids and stuff like that, but you don't actually have minifigures here, proper minifigures, except for the C3PO. There's no minifigures. R7, A7, I mean, I guess so. Oh, sorry. No, yeah. There is one Java minifigure, yes. There is one. BB-8 a snowman, okay, you can count that. It depends how you count minifigures. I wouldn't count this BB-8 as a minifigure. The Java guy, yes. And C3PO, yes, but rest not. 29.99 again, 263 Lego pieces. Okay, next set coming out. This one's coming out on the 18th of September, so there's a bit of a gap, but we're gonna go to the 3 biggest sets in just a minute because I wanted to discuss them a bit separately to the rest of them. So this one, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but this is Lego Ideas, 200 quid for 2025 Lego pieces. So you see where it's coming already, yeah? 200 quid for 2000 Lego pieces, that's already quite steep, especially that we had, for example, a Fortnite Mecha Giants structure battle robot, whatever it's called, and that had over 2500 Lego pieces for less than £200. In here we get 2000 Lego pieces for £200, but I guess they're selling it because it's a Willy Wonka. However, Willy Wonka movie came out 2 years ago, so are they still on that? Okay, but I guess this one is reference to the original one. You do get quite a lot of minifigures, because that's what 4, 8, 9 minifigures, so that's pretty good. And it is Lego Ideas, and Lego Ideas is one of the most profitable Lego themes that Lego has, so no wonder they raising the price. Over you'll find the September sets being quite pricey, maybe except of the Wally and the Nike Dunk, but there's not that many sets coming out. So Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory for me is a pass. cool minifigures, especially with the Willy Wonka Oompa Loompas, but other than that, they passable. And this scene from the Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, it's okay. It's not great. I'm not a massive fan of Willy Wonka anyway, of the movie franchise. Although the last movie was okay. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. For me, it looks a bit messy. I like the scenes, like the Indiana Jones ones or the Nightmare Before Christmas that we had, from if we can compare this one to those. But this one is just a bit messy. That's in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so that were the sets that I think are on the cheaper side, minus maybe the Willy Wonka. Now we're gonna go to the most expensive, the biggest and the most expensive sets in September, and probably the most greedy sets that Lego could come out with. Greedy in terms of how much they want for those sets. Okay, let's go. First, we got Arkham Asylum, $269.99 for 2,953 Lego pieces. If we compare this to Willy Wonka, that doesn't sound that bad. Sure, yeah, you get a Batman Arkham Asylum. We had previous versions of Arkham Asylum already that didn't look super much different to this one. You do get 16 minifigures, and it's still quite expensive. That's my opinion. Although the price per piece ratio is not as bad as Willy Wonka and as the other two sets that I'm just gonna show you in a minute. I really like the look of it. Don't get me wrong, lots of details. This whole Arkham Asylum comes in 3 parts. So you got the ground floor, first floor, and the attic, which is really cool. It turns, I think you can disconnect these cells from the back of the building. So that's really good, and I think that's gonna reveal something inside as well. Great selection of minifigures, really good. And honestly, if I have enough money, I'll buy it. And I would not judge you if you buy it, because out of all those sets, this one is most attractive. Because price per piece ratio is not terrible, not the best, but it's not terrible. It's kind of normal for Lego to price it about that. Also, I reckon Lego knows how much the used or new sets of previous Arkham Asylum and previous sets go for sale on eBay or on auctions or on conventions, and that's why they know they can charge you that much money and people will still buy it. And I think people need to start voting with the wallet, especially with the next couple of sets. So we got Hogsmeade Village Collector's Edition, $349.99. $349.99 for 3,228 Lego pieces, 12 minifigures. This is an absolute greediness at its best. At its best. I know we had very expensive Harry Potter sets in the past. I know that. But as I'm gonna show you, for example, Gringotts Bank, 13 minifigures, 369. So have in mind, okay, £20 more. However, look at the amount of pieces, 4,801 Lego pieces, and look at the whole set. I mean, that looks absolutely astonishing. You know, with a massive dragon, with the whole Gringotts Bank and the whole construction of this rail and caves and whatnot. It looks absolutely fantastic. 4,801 Lego pieces, $369.99. Now let's go back to Hogsmeade. 3,228 Lego pieces. That's 1,600 less Lego pieces for only £20 less. £20 less, and you get one less Lego minifigure as well. It's absolutely nuts how Lego priced. These September sets are probably, in combination, the most expensive sets that Lego came out with per piece ratio. I'm sure you could find the Star Wars ones that are notoriously expensive anyway. But I never seen 3 different themes, which I'm gonna show you one more theme in a minute, or even 4 different themes coming out on the same month, and they all being super expensive. Absolutely ridiculous. And the last one is Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship, with a stupid name anyway. Is a Black Pearl. Why they can't just call it Black Pearl? I have no idea. Is the word black that they don't like? That Lego doesn't like? Surely it can't be that, can it? Like, no, I just don't believe it's that. Or the curse of Black Pearl? I don't know. Never mind. It's Captain Jack Sparrow. Obviously, it's Black Pearl. $299.99 for 2,862 Lego pieces. Again, price per piece ratio is ridiculous. Ridiculous. This Captain Jack Sparrow and Willy Wonka are basically on par. I should have already included this Willy Wonka in this second part because they're basically the same. This is 100 quid cheaper, but it has 862 Lego pieces less. Now, if you say the sales are expensive to make, sure. Minifigures are expensive to make, sure. But endurance ship, $229.99 for 3,011 Lego pieces. So almost 150 Lego pieces difference for 60 quid less. Yes, you don't get minifigures, and yes, this is a IP branded. However, as you can see, this is Icons. It doesn't actually have a Disney logo on it. I mean, we know it's Pirates of the Caribbean and it's Captain Jack Sparrow. However, as you can see, there's no Disney branding on it, even that Disney now owns Pirates of the Caribbean. So that surely can't be that, because it's part of Lego Icons. If they would have made this as Disney, they will put a Disney logo on it, but there's nothing to suggest it. But it's Pirates of the Caribbean, and I know why they're charging that much, because the previous Black Pearl came out in 2011. It now costs around 700 quid to get a new one of some of the collectors, or a used one costs more than 300 quid to get it on an auction or on some conventions. And it's much smaller as well. It's only like 804 Lego pieces, and it has less minifigures. So if you compare it to that, sure, this is a steal. Much bigger, looks better, more minifigures. Yeah, but if you compare this to another ship that is already, you can buy the Endurance that I'm talking about, this is just too expensive. This should have been, if this would have been 50 quid less, I would say it's a great deal. 50 quid less. And this is exclusive. Now I hope that exclusivity will run out, or they will put that in other shops so we can buy this cheaper, because at this price point and this Lego piece ratio, and I already saw the comments that people will buy it, that people will throw the money at them just to buy it. And people need to start voting with the wallets. Most people won't buy this. I think more reviewers, more Instagram reviewers, YouTube reviewers of Lego, that they get those sets from Lego, they need to make a point, clear point, that these sets are way too expensive. Imagine if someone, if that happens in a PC or gaming industry, and they suddenly raise the price of the game to $120. That wouldn't just stick, but somehow that sticks with Lego. Like, yeah, let's raise the price. Let's just check the waters of how much we can charge the clients and how much they're willing to pay. And I'm sure this will sell, and I'm sure this will be flying off the shelves. This Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship. I'm sure it will. But the Lego would reduce the price if you would vote with your wallet. Trust me, they would. Because they can afford it. If they can afford to send hundreds of those ships to reviewers, I'm sure they can afford also to reduce the price of it on the shelf. Especially that it doesn't cost them that much to do. If you're looking at endurance and the price of endurance, definitely you could probably they could reduce the price of this as well. Obviously, the massive one is this Hogsmeade Village. Do not buy this Hogsmeade Village. Do not fucking buy that Hogsmeade Village. You see, I really hope that you guys value my opinion, my honest opinion. If this channel ever goes up, I'm probably burning bridges with Lego right now, and they will never I will never be affiliated with Lego because of my comments here. But I value an honest opinion, and I think every reviewer should have those honest opinions, regardless if Lego sends them the sets for the review. It's overpriced. Yes, it's super detailed. Yes, it has. It looks great. I'm not denying that. It has great choice of characters. I love the snow on the slopes here. Of the roof slopes. It looks great, yeah, and detailed interiors, and it can be put into 3 different parts. That looks all great, but you should not charge this $349.99, especially when you have only 3,228 Lego pieces. If that would be 4,000 Lego pieces, if this would be a bit bigger, I could maybe say, okay, sure. Yeah, that like this Gringotts Bank. I mean, come on, that's also collector's edition. And that came out what, 2 years ago, last year? I can't remember now. But no, that came out. Sorry, that came out 2 years ago, and it was 4,801 Lego pieces for £370, and you can get this now 20-30 pounds cheaper in some of the shops I saw. I would much more prefer to put that extra 20 quid and get this Gringotts Bank than get this Hogsmeade Village. I really will. And also, this kind of excludes a lot of people, because only very small amount of people will be able to afford those kind of sets. Very small amount of people, or they will be able to afford one of those 3 sets in this year, basically, because that's so much money. If I have to choose between those 4 sets, I would choose the Arkham Asylum, because it has most amount of minifigures. It looks really fun to make. Good amount of Lego pieces to the value. Yeah, more Lego pieces than the ship, and it's 30 quid cheaper as well. So yeah, Arkham Asylum. If you want to choose one, if you really have to, choose this one. But I will wait for the sale on all of those, so Lego understands that we don't want to have pay premium. Also, if you think about that, Dom, but this Captain Jack Sparrow, this is Disney, yeah, and this is okay. Beauty and the Beast, it's actually marked here as Disney. It has 10 minifigures, 216 Lego pieces, so more than the ship, 239.99. I mean, come on. And this is 18 plus, but Lego knows that they can sell you this ship and people will buy it, unfortunately. All right, so that was my Lego September release preview / rant about the prices. Obviously, let me know in the comments what you guys think about those prices. I think they're absolutely ridiculous and something has to change, otherwise the prices will just go up, and up. And it will go to the themes of stuff that you actually like as well. It started with Star Wars, now it basically in Harry Potter. It goes into Batman and it will go into other themes as well. So vote with your wallet. And as always, subscribe to the channel and like this video. It motivates me to make more of these. And I will see you soon in the next one. Have a fantastic day and goodbye.